Well, here's some more. This is without the guns. Thought I'd get another quick view of it, just so you can kind of get all the angles. You know what it looks like on the floor. Floor view. Very good. That's it. Okay. Well, spent some time doing the whole thing, and I got, this is it. This is the final installation of it. See if I can get some light down here so you can see. There we go. That's what it looked like once I got all the there we go. Sorry for the shadows. It's getting dark. You can see I got it the 1 inch apart, and that carries all the way up. Okay, so there's a reason why they tell you not to do it this way. Is that I'm just showing you just overall. Let's see, there we go. Oh, far out shadows, man. Anyway, that's what it looks like with the weapons in it. There's a reason why they have these two down here touching each other, basically squish them together. And actually they're slightly forward of where I mounted them. They're more like up here and kind of on that cross like that. Because that's where the floor, up in that upper area, that's just a single sheet metal piece. And these two bolts, there's one down here and of course one over here. Those went through fine. I used the stock kit one. The one back here, they hit reinforcement, and I ended up using, I guess it was 1.5 inches. I'm trying to think, yeah, about 1.5 inches, 2 inch. At least 1.5 inches, maybe 1.75 inches bolt, because I had to go through the top layer of sheet metal here, and then underneath it about another 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch was a reinforcement sheet, and then under that I was finally able to get it free so I could get a bolt and stuff. So I had to go get 1/4 inch threaded bolts that were about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4, and then I was able to get underneath the truck and tighten it up and do everything. But I think this looks way better than it would have if I had done it the stock way, because it just, you know, it would have been lame. Plus the guns would have been close to each other, probably hitting each other down by, you know, from about the you know, midpoint all the way down to the bottom of the weapon, or the back of the stock. They'd be hitting. If you have any hardware on there, they'd be hitting that too. So anyway, so that's what it looks like. So I gave the dimensions and stuff earlier, and this is the finished product. But just know that these last two bolts have to go through reinforcement in the measurements I gave. So yeah, I would go with at least 1 inch, 1.5 inches. I don't know, maybe 2 inches, just to be safe, depending on where you drilled through, and you'd be okay. 1/4 inch hole. So that's it. That's the whole. I'm terrible with the lighting here. Sorry for that. Like I said, it's getting dark. So that's what it looks like, all wrapped up and in there. I hope that works. And that kind of gives you the whole idea of maybe what you might have. Like I said, I've got the M4 kind of look, and then I got an SKS on here, just for those who are wondering what that was. And that's what it looks like down at the bottom, you know, with about an inch in between them. And let me show you here on the back side, kind of, so you get a reference, kind of where the corner is of that first one, so you can visually see kind of what I did, get an idea. On the back side too, you kind of see how far away I am from it. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully this video helped you, so that now you kind of see what the finished product looked like, and kind of the steps going through it, and maybe some of the things to avoid so that you don't make the many mistakes. I got lucky overall. You know, installation went in, and I was able to overcome some of the things I didn't really know about, but it ended up turning out really nice. I think I'll clean it up, and now I got my 2 weapon in-cab thing. Next, the 50 cal on the roof. Anyway, all right. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully, again, this helped you. And we'll be seeing you. Mark out. Well, that's the whole 9 yards. I think overall that was a fairly straightforward installation, although it took a lot longer than I thought. It took about 4 hours to do that, but it was because I had to go ahead and measure a lot, and I deviated somewhat from what the installation instructions said to do. Now, I can see why the engineers were doing what they did so that it was just easier, I mean, from an installation point of view, to follow their directions. But I think in the end it would have looked a little weird. It wouldn't have been lining up right, I think, with the upper part of the mount. And again, I think that the way that the two bottom pieces that held the weapons in place, because they're so close together, I think that it could create some issues with the weapons rubbing against each other and causing damage over the whole thing. So I think I like the way that it turned out for me, even though it was a little bit harder and it took a little bit longer than probably it could have. But I think the end result kind of speaks for itself. It's cleaner looking, it matches, everything lines up, and it looks a lot better. So I would encourage you to go ahead and give it a shot if you're the type that does that, and see what you come up with, and see if you like it or not. But I like the way it turned out, and I'm glad I got it put in there. So that's it for this video. Next one will probably be shortly, in the next week or so. And it'll be part 1 and part 2 of a original snorkel installation, which is hard to find these days. And some of the different things I did that weren't really included in the original instructions that I think that made it actually look a little bit better. And so you can take a look and see what's involved with that too in the next video I post after this one. So that's it. Mark out. Thanks for watching.